Here is the Avast Security News Roundup for the week ending February 26th, 2021. AI can make you do what? A new study published by researchers at the University of Amsterdam, Max Planck Institute, Otto Beisheim School of Management, and the University of Cologne revealed that AI-generated advice could corrupt people's morals, even when they know the advice is coming from a machine. The volunteers were given either honesty-promoting advice or dishonesty-promoting advice, some written by humans and some written by artificial intelligence, and then tasked with an activity that allowed room for lying. The statistical results was that the AI-generated advice was indistinguishable from the human-written advice, and the volunteers generally chose the dishonest path. This led the researchers to conclude that bad actors could use AI as a force to corrupt a victim's morals. Maybe we should hold machines to a higher standard than what we expect from ourselves. Australian bill cracks down on cyber abuse. Parliament in Australia is reviewing the proposed Online Safety Bill 2021, which would in essence extend the cyberbullying rules protecting children so that adults are protected in the same way. The bill also expands children's protection by giving them the right to be free from harmful content, not only in the realms of social media, but also within games, on websites, and using other online services. The E-Safety Commissioner would gain the right to issue content takedown notices directly to the offending services and end users, with a mandated takedown time halved from 48 to 24 hours. Non-compliant entities would face penalties of up to 550,000 Australian dollars for companies and 111,000 Australian dollars for individuals. Does Clubhouse share data with China? A report by the Stanford Internet Observatory confirmed that the popular audio-only hang-up app Clubhouse has ties to China, which could indicate that app data may be shared with the Chinese government. SIO learned that Agora, the Silicon Valley company that provides the real-time voice platform for the app, is actually the U.S. extension of its Shanghai-based headquarters. Under People's Republic of China rule, the government can seize any data from any company if it pertains to a criminal investigation. This is of particular concern to Chinese citizens who use the new app to chat freely about forbidden topics, like the PRC blocked its use on February 8th. To learn more about the trendy new app, check out Avast's in-depth look at Clubhouse. Inmate commits romance fraud from behind bars. A recently released ex-convict shared his romance fraud adventures with BBC News, explaining how he swindled money from multiple lonely hearts while he was serving a prison sentence. "I just saw how easy it was," the fraudster told the BBC, recounting how he picked targets by looking for women who seemed lonely and lacking attention from others on the dating app. Once he was convinced they were falling in love with him, he began asking them for money. The UK reported almost 7,000 cases of romance fraud in 2020, costing victims a collective £7 million. And there's been a 20% increase in those numbers since the pandemic started. This type of fraud happens in all parts of the world. Don't become a victim. If you're navigating the online dating world, be sure to read Avast's senior writer Emma McGowan's deep dives into which dating apps protect your privacy. Ukraine claims DDoS attacks came from Russia. According to Bleeping Computers, Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council is accusing bad actors on Russian network of launching DDoS attacks upon government websites in the Ukraine defense and security sector since mid-February. The organization discovered new malware was being used in the attacks, which hijacked the victimized machines, making them into part of the botnet. Some experts believe the attacks are acts of retaliation for the arrests of certain alleged members of the Agrera ransomware threat group, apprehended recently by Ukraine law enforcement. State-sponsored attacks are often tried in one country before spreading elsewhere. Botnet hides backup IP in Bitcoin blockchain. Analyzing a botnet found in the wild, researchers discovered it was using a Bitcoin blockchain to store its backup IP address. If the botnet's command and control IP addresses were to be compromised, the botnet was programmed to use a backup IP it was to find by decoding the last 2 transactions of a certain Bitcoin wallet. It would then use the algorithm to convert the transaction amounts into a new IP address that would then regain control of the botnet. By using the blockchain, the botnet operators ensured that their data could never be blocked, taken down, or censored. Unfortunately for them, it was easily foiled all the same. Adding in any new transaction to the wallet, such as a deposit of the minimum amount of 0.0004 cents, changes the data retrieved by the botnet, disrupting the backup plan. Read more on Ars Technica. And that's a wrap for this week's Avast Security News Roundup. Stay safe, stay secure. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.